What is up, you guys? B-Ball Discussions here, and today I want to vent out some frustrations I have towards the NBA. Don't get me wrong, I am a huge fan of basketball, especially NBA basketball, but nothing in this world is perfect, and this league surely is not the exception. The more I tossed around making this video in my head, the more ideas I came up with, so consider this volume 1 of another series on this channel that may or may not get frequent updates, if any updates. I'm not sure how often these will come out, but they will come as I feel they are necessary. If you have noticed any of these talking points I am going to bring up today and feel a certain way about them, whether good or bad, please let me know down below. Also, like the video and subscribe if you like NBA content. My notes are all over the place, so I am going to attempt to structure this video with similar topics, but if things seem randomly brought up and out of place, oh well. The first thing I want to get out of the way is my utter disgust with the NBA being unable to run a functional website. The video playback experience on my computer is absolutely horrid. Have any of you ever tried watching a non-live game on NBA.com? It is not fun or easy. Firstly, the website will not recognize my account unless I delete all browsing history right before I attempt to log in. Otherwise, I am repeatedly suggested to purchase League Pass even though I already have it. It was not until I had a discussion with one of their handy dandy robots that I was informed the secret codes to log in and use my account that I pay for, like a good noodle. You have to delete your browsing history. Then once you select a game to watch, there is no timeline bar under the video. That incredibly simple thing you see under every YouTube video that allows you to instantly tell where you are in a playback and allows you to simply drag to move forwards or backwards in the video. No, all you can do is skip forward or backwards a predetermined amount. Why is it like this? Has nobody on the official NBA software team ever used YouTube? Why are they trying to reinvent the wheel? Just do what works. Plus, the control bar they do give you is puny, while the suggested videos are massive and taking up a fifth of the screen every time you try to use the mouse. Why on earth does the NBA feel so inclined to suggest to me other games to watch while I am trying to enjoy the one I already selected? Wouldn't it make more sense to use the space on the screen to serve functions for the video being watched? Every time I want to skip a dead ball, I have to be super careful with what I am picking because I don't want to lose my video completely. I'm not sure if this is just me, but I hate that I cannot just click the right button on my desktop to skip forward about 5 seconds. Why is this feature not present? Now, I will say that on my smart TV, I am not nearly as frustrated. My remote has a fast forward and rewind button, which is exactly what I need. But I like watching games on my computer sometimes, so please NBA, fix this. It is because of these frustrating features that I usually opt to watch old games on a sketchy third-party website that definitely isn't illegal. Here, everything works exactly as you would want it to. But one side effect is you usually do not have a say in the network you are watching. But as a Suns fan, sometimes I enjoy hearing what other analysts have to say about my favorite team. This brings me to my second gripe. The Portland Trail Blazers broadcast scoreboard is unpleasant to look at. I cannot be the only person who has both noticed and been bothered by this. Look, they are going for a unique symmetrical design for their team's stats. But right away, I don't like it because the clock does not follow this symmetry. Every time I look at this, my brain has to do a double take because the POR is never in the right spot. Here, let me fix this. There. It needs to look like this, not the one overpaid people with design degrees came up with. Speaking of design decisions I detest, has anyone else noticed the Sacramento Kings primary court design is frustratingly uneven? As someone who has battled with OCD, I cannot not notice this. For some reason, they have these what I presume to be medieval-esque wall toppers on either baseline. Not a bad idea. Medieval design for a team named Kings should work, but these walls are not even for some reason. one comes onto the court way more than the other. Surely this cannot be intentional. And if this is not intentional, then how the heck does one screw this up? You are a multi-billion-dollar organization that should be able to employ the best designers and handymen. Yet you can't even put a basketball court together. Why has nobody mentioned this? Building off of designs more, because why not? That is the direction this video has gone. I want to talk about the NBA's new City or Statement Edition jerseys this year. Some look fantastic, some definitely do not, but that is a topic for another day. What I want to gripe about here is the frequency which these are worn. I swear that for some teams, including the Phoenix Suns, this has pretty much become their primary jersey, and it confuses me. These are supposed to be special jerseys worn to show pride for one's community. Why are the Phoenix Suns wearing their The Valley jerseys in Chicago, Illinois? As someone who lives in the Midwest now, I can assure you, nobody here refers to Arizona or Phoenix as The Valley. That nickname is lost on these people. You know where the crowd is who would get behind such a name and appreciate the jersey? The people who live in the Valley. Arizonans. In my perfect world where valuable things are not milked dry for money, these special edition jerseys would only be worn on Friday and Saturday night home games. The best nights of the week in front of your home crowd. That is when the good feelings will be at their highest and people will love and appreciate these special designs. Okay, one more topic for this video, and it is a very broad topic that maybe I should just make a whole separate video about, but nah. I am not a fan of the NBA All-Star Game. This has become a huge waste of time. Sometime back around 2010, it seemed something monumental dawned on the players. This game does not matter. In fact, I think I can point to the play where the whole world realized this. In 2012, Dwayne Wade broke Kobe Bryant's nose, committing a hard foul in the All-Star Game. A moment not brought up very often nowadays, but I think it is significant. Going way back in the day, like the 90s and early 2000s, the players treated this like a real game that mattered. Being an All-Star was an honor, but within the league, guys had to prove to their fellow All-Stars that they belonged there. Players would gang up on each other in the All-Star Game to make the young players look bad, or just players they didn't like. Defense was physical, and effort was given on both ends. Eventually, though, this turned into an open gym type game, which became increasingly less interesting over the years. Now it is just a jog or walk down the court and jack up a long three contests with some alley-oop dunks sprinkled in. It is pretty much unwatchable. And even as an impressionable kid, my brother and I were not impressed with this. Nowadays, I can't even watch the game. My idea is very unpopular, and I know that. Players will revolt, and the fanboys listening right now will all white knight. But I think the game should decide home court advantage in the finals. The same thing that the MLB used to do. This will inspire competitiveness. What's that? Great older players like LeBron James won't want to risk injury? Okay, that's fine, they don't have to play. Let a young rising star take on his place. I want to see competitive all-star basketball. Oh, and the last thing that I want to add to finish out this video is I would like to re-add the center position in all-star voting. Guys like Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Nikola Vucevic, Clint Capella, Christian Wood, Jonas Valanciunas, and the list goes on, deserve to be acknowledged. So there you have it, some things I do not like about the NBA in 2021. I would love to hear what you guys think down below. Please don't hesitate to comment. I do read each one, and I reply sometimes too. Also, like the video and subscribe. I will see you all next time.